Hello, Norfolk enjoyers. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
And you are listening to another episode of the Norfolk and Good podcast. So, if you joined us last week, we discussed days out in Norfolk.
Oh, we did, and there were plenty.
There were so many that we could barely fit them all in. And even afterwards, we were like, we didn't mention Gresson Hall.
I know.
This sort of thing. But hopefully there were lots of ideas and inspiration for ways to fill the days of your Norfolk summer, which is what this season is all about. We're there now. It's the 1st of July as we record this. So although, again, the weather really hasn't shown up, we're still optimistic. But at the end of last week's episode, we said that we talked quite a bit about the May the Toys Be With You exhibition at the Time and Tide Museum, which is a Norfolk museum in Great Yarmouth. Yeah. It was just set to go live when the very first lockdown happened at the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. And then subsequently it's been put back a couple of times. They said to us that it's been there basically as the longest of any exhibition they've had because they've been shut most of the time. So it's really sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Its final day was last Sunday.
I know, we couldn't believe it. It sort of crept up, didn't we?
We suddenly realised and we thought we have to go. And we did.
We
actually made it. We made it. We visited in the morning and then by the evening they were dismantling it. So we won't say too much because it's a bit mean to tell you too much about an exhibition that you can no longer visit. It was very good. However, what we would say is it was really nice to go back to Time and Tide. Yeah. Still fantastic. There are quite a few changes in place for safety reasons, and they've done a really good job of making it feel COVID secure, I think, as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But there's still a lot to be gained from visiting, and we would highly recommend that you do. But also, we learnt about a couple of their upcoming exhibitions, didn't we? Which sound really good. Yeah. So, one about Fisher Women, a photographic exhibition by local photographers, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, but not of the past. Fisherwomen in Yarmouth today as well.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Fabulous. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yes, and that's coming up this month in July. So that's So if you like July, again social history, photography, then that's well worth a look. Yep. And then in the autumn, and I'm really excited about this, is the art inspired by ladybird books. Which looks really cool. Yay. So that like the sort of classic retro vintage style ladybird books. So not books about ladybirds, although we do know some epic ones.
We do. The Angry Ladybird.
The Angry Ladybird by Eric Carr, and also I think Julia Donaldson, What the Ladybird Heard.
Oh, yes. Very good.
So book. There are some good books about ladybird, but also there are ladybird books. Anyway, so that's an art exhibition coming up in the autumn in October, and that looks really good as well. So go along. If you go along in the near future, you can still eat at the adjacent Cafe Silver Darlings, which was one of our favourites, but they are closing.
They are.
Well, they're handing over the reins to someone else, and hopefully it's going to still stay as a cafe, but it might change form slightly. Yeah. But you could go, if you go along in the next couple of weeks after this recording, then you'll get to enjoy it as it is now.
Which is fabulous.
But they are linked to the Quayside Plaza restaurant in Yarmouth as well, which is also well worth a look. So
yes, definitely.
So go along and check those out.
Yeah.
So before we get into this week's episode, and Andrew actually just mentioned to me as well, what did you say about the
about the May the Toys Be With You exhibition? It's a touring exhibition.
Yes.
It's the whole thing is owned by one
guy's
person.
collection, isn't it? Amazing.
I wish I'd started. Well, kept my collection. Basically.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, if you ever see it advertised anywhere else, not just in Norfolk, but further afield, you've got to go
along.
Yeah.
That's really good, isn't it? Yes, and also another good bit of feedback that I wanted to mention before we get into this from our friends at Watatunga. So they saw last week's episode about Days Out, and one thing a bit of feedback they came back to us with, which I think is really important, is a key thing about particularly Days Out this summer is book ahead.
Yes.
Book ahead, definitely, because a lot more attractions require time slot booking, and if you don't want to be disappointed, then do book ahead. And also it helps our wonderful businesses plan the resources and the staffing they'll need and that sort of thing. Really good point there. Thank you, Watatunga.
Yes.
This week, so Norfolk summer. Now, from the conversations we've had with various people around the county, both in business and also residents and visitors, one thing we've discovered is that a lot of people come to Norfolk for the summer and they spend their holidays in the Norfolk Broads.
They do. Yes, they
So
do.
this episode of the Norfolk and Good podcast, we thought we'd talk about the Norfolk Broads. And one of the things which we realised is actually, it's probably one of the areas of Norfolk we haven't explored enough.
Yeah, we haven't I did in the past, but not, nowadays with our
When you were
family.
young?
Yeah, when I was young, but not with our family now. We've got to
We
get
have
out
a
there.
bit. I mean, I don't know if we have a bit. I mean, we've mentioned in the past Fairhaven.
Yeah.
That's in the Broads. And we've also been to some Broads. So we've
We
been to
have.
visit some Broads.
Yes.
The Wildwood set
Yeah.
essentially in the Broads. And we've been through Wroxham a few times, but we haven't done... I would quite like to go on a boating holiday or something like that. I think it sounds like a lot of fun.
I think so. We've got to, we'll have to plan that. For the
Well,
future.
it's good. Obviously, the Norfolk Broads mentioned in Life in Mars by David Bowie. If it's on Bowie's radar, it's pretty cool.
It's very cool, actually.
Indeed. That wasn't sarcasm.
I didn't take it as that.
That was genuine.
Would you like to hear some interesting bits about the Broads?
I would love to, Andrew.
Well, actually, the Broads covers Norfolk and Suffolk.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's a national park.
Yes, yeah, I knew that, yeah.
Which is amazing.
And
itself.
Norwich is the only city situated within a national park, isn't it? And that national park is the Norfolk Broads.
Yes.
Right back at you with the
I
facts.
know. You're trying to outfact me today, eh?
I don't think I could ever do that. Go on, sorry, carry on.
No, that's all right. No, apparently it's Britain's third largest inland navigational waterway.
Wow.
As well.
Okay.
Okay, so it covers about, this is Norfolk and Suffolk as a whole.
Yeah.
But it covers around about 125 miles.
Of waterways?
Yeah. Can you believe that? It's got 7 rivers,
Okay, yeah.
60 broads.
Right, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The biggest broads, obviously Hickling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which we've been to. We've been to Hickling. I also have done some windsurfing at Hickling.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The reason being because it's quite shallow there as well.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so Barton Broad
Yeah.
as well. I've never been to Barton Broad.
I couldn't tell you whether I have or not, to be honest. Again, when I was young, we used to, because the schools they do trips to the Broads a lot, don't they? And if you're in anything like the guides or anything like that, you go and do some water fun on the Broads and boating. But very recently, I definitely haven't explored the Broads as much.
No,
so
I definitely haven't been to that one. So I'd like to check that one. An Alton Broad, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Which is, again, I've done some windsurfing there. But also, I remember going to Alton Broad, and they had power boats there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like
'Cause of the
speedboats, sort of.
Yeah, those. Yeah, the racing boats.
Wow. I wonder
Yeah,
if
they
they're
had
still allowed to do that sort of thing. I don't know.
I would have thought so. So it's such a
They're
big
very
expanse.
delicate. There's a delicate ecological balance, though, isn't there?
Yeah. It's fully managed by the Broads Authority.
Yeah. One thing we should mention is, if you're not familiar with the Norfolk Broads, so they are a man-made thing, aren't they?
They are. Yes, only discovered, I think, in about 1950s.
Okay.
Yeah, that they were man-made by a botanist.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Jocelyn Lambert
Oh, okay.
was the botanist.
Yeah.
And she did some investigations, and apparently she found the sides were vertical
Okay. So
and they had flat bottoms.
So what was that indicative that they'd been carved out rather than naturally eroded or whatever?
Yeah, they'd been
something mechanical.
Peat had been cut out. They were used as peat digging.
Yes,
for fuel and building and all that.
Yeah, but a long time ago, like cavemen times, sort of thing, isn't it?
Well, I
like
don't know.
medieval.
I don't know.
A long time ago.
I think they kind of flooded in about the 14th century, so whatever that is.
Oh, okay. But I think they were man-made, but not like modern man.
No.
From memory, being taught about them at school, I think. I could be wrong, so I do apologise, listeners. And obviously, if you have any further information, we're always welcome to share it with us.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting that they were man-made, but not man-made as a broad, if you know what I mean.
Yes, they're incidental. And what a wonderful thing, though, as well, because they are now a fantastic haven for wildlife, obviously enjoyed by many people and a massive tourist draw. Lots of people I know from outside Norfolk, they don't come to Norfolk necessarily for North Norfolk or for Norwich. They go to Yarmouth and they go to the Broads.
Yeah,
classically.
For their full holiday on the waterways
really
or staying there and just exploring the Broads as well.
Fabulous.
And talking about that, apparently it's the smallest of the national parks.
In the whole country?
In the whole country, of
okay.
all the national parks in the whole country.
Yeah.
But it's the 4th largest visited one.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So that goes with what you were saying.
Yeah, how interesting.
Yeah.
So it really is an important facet of our county, isn't it? For
really?
So many reasons.
Yeah, really. And I love it because it has got that ecosystem of people living there, people working there, visitors, but all the wildlife as well that have it as its home.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, when we think of a national park, we perhaps think of something really, uber natural and unspoilt, like, I don't know, the Peak Districts or something like that. Whereas this really is a very vibrant national park, like you say. There are industries surrounding it, and livelihoods and businesses and all sorts of things to do with tourism and visiting. So it's quite unique in that respect.
So the Broads, they're also the largest protected wetlands in Britain.
Really, the largest.
Yeah, the largest in Britain. Yeah, and
amazing.
And we were discussing some of the species that live there as well as the humans, and that interaction really keeps, I think, the Broads alive and working and conserved, basically.
Yes, yeah.
Because you've got people who cut the reeds down, haven't you, for all the thatched buildings as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a quarter of the species are internationally protected as well.
Wow.
And you may know some of these. The first is it's a dragonfly, the
Okay.
Norfolk hawker dragonfly.
Really?
Yeah.
The Norfolk
And I remember learning about that. It's got clear wings
Yeah.
and green eyes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very pretty
Fabulous.
one. Very
I don't
pretty
think I've
one.
heard of that before.
Yeah, you look at it. If people haven't seen it, just look it up
Google
online.
the Norfolk hawker.
It's a fabulous one. We've also got the swallowtail butterfly.
Okay,
which is again very, very pretty as well, and that's protected. These are all protected and only found in the Norfolk Broads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or the Broads, I better say.
Yeah.
Suffolk as well. But one I didn't know,
Yeah.
which I did look up,
Yeah.
is the fen raft spider.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us about that then.
Yeah, that's very rare. And I looked up. It's a little bit scary. But I don't know how many you'll come across. But just look it up.
And it's a raft. Did you say raft?
Yeah,
spider?
fen raft
So what, does it
spider.
kind of float on the water somehow?
It
or
looks
something?
like it. It looks like it. Yeah, it's in the reeds and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Very interesting looking spider. It looks like it's got 2 white markings down its back and things.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at
But
that.
I'm a bit scared of spiders. So. We'll move on.
We appreciate their existence in the world, but I wouldn't want one.
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
pet. I wouldn't want one sitting here right now next to me, to be honest. Bless their little arachnid hearts.
I know.
If they have them.
Yeah. It's debatable.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, to things I love about the Broads.
Oh, yes. Tell us what you love about the Broads, Andy.
Sort of growing up near the Broads,
Mm-hmm.
because we're over near Bramerton Way and things like that. I used to love going down to Bramerton. They used to do skiing, water skiing down there as well.
Yeah, water skiing.
Yes, I used to love it. I don't know whether they do it on the Broads anymore,
Water
but
skiing, I love it.
Yeah, a bit of water skiing down there. I used to watch them, and it was quite hilarious at times. The other things I loved were the wherries.
Oh,
The big
yeah.
wherries that were obviously there was hundreds, I presume, on the Broads back in the day.
Yeah, do you remember that time you went with our youngest to that Norfolk Heritage Open Days and you went on that really old wherry that had the Egyptian
Danforth
symbols?
Ferry.
Yeah. I can't really remember the details. It was a few years ago, but it was an amazing boat.
Yeah, big and so sleek looking, and when you see them out, they're a huge, great sail.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
obviously
Beautiful.
inspired the local drink, Wherry
yes.
by Woodfords.
Yes, which is delicious. And the other things I like is the windmills and all that.
Yes, the windmills. Yes,
that you can see all about the
all
Broads.
around Broadland. Yeah.
And the pubs.
There are a lot of
So,
waterside pubs.
lot
I've got a great
waterside pubs.
anecdote that involves the waterside pubs, which I'll read at the end of this
Well, I
episode.
look forward to hearing that.
One of our listeners and followers sent in.
Excellent. We love a broad story. And the final one I really like, and I remember this obviously growing up because my parents used to take us to take a diversion over this is Reedham Ferry.
Oh yes, yeah. Reedham Ferry's fabulous. We've been on Reedham Ferry, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
There
We
are
took a detour, didn't we?
Actually, there are a couple of there's a couple of really cool niche kind of, well, no, not niche, I can't think of the word, but very unique things. And Reedham Ferry's one of them.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, but also is the Higham Homes.
Oh yes.
Higham Homes Natural.
Yes.
It's a National Trust area, but it can only be accessed by a bridge, is it? Or it's not normally accessible. And they used to have sort of open days where you could go onto Higham Homes.
It's a floating bridge that goes across, isn't it?
Yeah,
it does go across.
That.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and there's loads of wildlife there, and it's protected. But again, it's not. It's normally fairly inaccessible, but that's quite fabulous. Isn't it
opens like 1 or 2 days a year or
something like that. You have to check out when it's open.
That was beautiful. That was a really good day.
Yeah, really
enjoyed
good.
that. So those are really
unique sort of things about that area, aren't
they? The chain ferry over there, getting your car on it, and
it's only like, I remember anyway, it's not very much, is it? It's like a pound or something.
Yeah, it's probably a bit more than that. When did you last go?
In the past.
Well, there has been a crossing there since the 17th century. So did you go then?
Rude.
Anyway, they are.
I love it. They are really cool facets of the Broads.
I just love the fact that there's all the activity, all the sports, and you can explore the Broads on the water and on the.
Yes, it's a really beautiful area of Norfolk, and I think definitely one we need to have a deeper look at, don't we? No pun intended.
Yes.
Not deeper in the water. Sorry. So we thought we would talk to someone who really knows a lot about the Broads.
Yes.
Because she spends every day on them.
I know, lucky thing.
And that is Pam from local business Broadland Charters. But we will let her tell you all about it.
Excellent.
Today we're speaking to Pam Robinson from Broadland Charters. Hello, Pam.
Hi there, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are things over in the Broads?
Very, very, very busy.
Yeah. That's good
Fantastic.
to hear. Yeah,
good to hear.
Yeah, we're going out pretty much every day at the moment. It's gone a bit bonkers, but it's great, and it's amazing to be back on the river again.
I bet after all this time,
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Is it normally?
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Definitely. Do you normally find you're busy in the summer, or do you do off the cruises sort of all year round?
Yeah, so this is only our second main year operating. Both years have obviously been hit by COVID, unfortunately. So we're yet to be able to offer 12 months of the year cruising. But the Broad is beautiful no matter what time of year. But those winter days, those bright, crisp days where the sun's out and maybe a little bit icy, the rivers are relatively quiet. They are absolutely stunning. So we do offer winter cruises, Christmas cruises, Valentine's cruises. We don't stop.
Good for you. Well, I should probably let you introduce Broadland Charters. Do you want to sort of just to introduce yourself, Pam, and tell us a little bit about Broadland Charters?
Yeah, okay. So we found that there was a bit of a gap in the market. There's my background is Norfolk Broads. I've been coming here since I was a few months old on holiday, and cruising, hiring cruisers.
Yeah.
And eventually started living here and just love being out on the river. And the idea is to offer something that's a little bit more at market other than hiring a normal day boat. So our boat is classed as a day boat, but she's a luxury sports cruiser. Ooh. She's a twin engine, 200 horsepower engine. She's designed to go to sea, but she's got a bit of the wow factor, which is what we need or what we wanted for our guests. Mm-hmm. So they come on board. They are treated to a luxury experience. So we have crew on board who serve food and drinks, and there is a skipper as well. So it takes the hassle out of cruising yourself. Some people are a little bit nervous about probably taking a boat out for the first time. So this way they get to relax, they get to take in the whole of the scenery and just enjoy a bit of a luxury experience. So we're based in South Walsham, which is a beautiful Broad, and our cruises are anything from a minimum of 2 hours up to a full day's cruise. Oh, right. You can add in extras such as picnics or tapas or canapes and drinks. If you're celebrating a special birthday or something, we can arrange for a cake or the boat to be decorated. We also do themed cruises such as sunset cruises where we leave our mooring at about 7 o'clock. We go out for 2.5 hours and hopefully catch the sun setting over Black Horse Broad, which is a really pretty broad just just past the Corning.
Yeah. We've seen. We've seen.
Say that again.
Yeah, we've seen some lovely images of your sunset cruises. They do look fabulous, don't they?
They are amazing, even for crew who, we've done quite a few of these now. Even for us, experiencing it's different every time, but it's just stunning. Seeing the sun go down across the Broad is absolutely beautiful. There's no better way to spend an evening, really.
It's definitely memorable as well, I suppose. If you are taking the boat out for a special occasion or an anniversary or celebration, you're going to remember that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, totally. And what we're finding is evening cruises have a different vibe about them. They've got a different feel about them. So generally, all the holiday makers are moored up if they're staying overnight on their boat. So there's a lot less traffic on the river. The day boats tend to have gone. So we don't pass a lot of boats or moving boats. And the vibe is just a whole lot more relaxed. I mean, it's relaxing anyway, being on the water, but it just has a totally different feel to it on an evening. And it's just beautiful. I mean, the big Norfolk skies, they certainly give us some amazing views. It's fabulous.
Yeah, and speaking of the sort of Norfolk skies, what's your boat called, Pam? It's very, very pertinent, isn't it?
She is called Norfolk Time.
Oh, lovely.
There is a specific saying that, when you're in Norfolk, you're on Norfolk Time because of the slow, relaxed pace of life. And whilst, she's a sports cruiser and she can reach some heady top speeds, she obviously poodles along at 4 or 5 miles an hour, which is what we're restricted to on the Broads. But it's all about stepping on board Norfolk Time and really enjoying the relaxed pace.
Embracing Norfolk Time.
Yeah, it's fabulous night.
Yeah.
And if cruising wasn't relaxing enough, do you do a well-being cruise, don't you, as well?
Yeah, you do packages.
Yeah, they're amazing as well, actually. So one of the ladies that cruised for me, she's also a wellbeing instructor, a personal trainer as well. She's into all things kind of mindfulness and all about your physical well-being. So depending on which cruise you take, which wellbeing cruise you take, she will take you for a leisurely walk around South Walsham. You then come on the boat. We travel round to generally Ranworth Broad, drop the mudway, and you'll enjoy lunch. And then Jane tends to do some sort of mindfulness training with you. So it's all about sitting there, taking in the sights and the sounds whilst, practicing some meditation. And me, I'm generally the skipper. So I kind of keep out of the way, but I can hear what they're doing while I'm downstairs, and it certainly relaxes me as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it sounds lovely, Pam. What a fantastic thing, and different.
A different take on what you can do on a boat and on the Broad.
Yes, and I love that. How fabulous.
And you must see some fabulous sights when you're out wildlife, while you're out cruising on the Broad as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether you're aware, but the Broads is home to more than a quarter of Britain's rarest animals and plants. So there's like bitterns, and in the whole time, so I'm in my 40s now, but don't tell anybody. In the whole time that I've been coming on the Broads, I've never seen a bittern until about a year ago. And I saw one in the reeds on the River Bure. I had to do a double take, and it was a very quick glimpse of it, but they're stunning creatures. You see otters, loads and loads of herons at the moment, marsh harriers. And at this time of year, you're seeing a lot of babies, so there's lots of ducklings, cygnets, all the geese. And only yesterday we were out, and there was a grebe, a mother grebe, with her babies on the back, and it was beautiful.
Oh, so lots of opportunities for people to sort of get up closer with wildlife, but also take lots of photos, I imagine.
Yeah, totally. So anybody booking a cruise will kind of, they tend to explain a bit why they're coming. So if they're coming for a birthday, then obviously they want to celebrate, but other people want to to see the Broads in a bit more of a luxurious way, but they're out to spot the wildlife. So we tend to take them on a route where we think that they'll get added benefit, rather than maybe coming through the more built up areas. We'll kind of try and get into the little tucked away little bits that we can hopefully get them what they're looking for.
Oh, lovely.
So it's totally tailored really to their requirements, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's at the end of the day, we're offering a bespoke service for them. And if we can get exactly what they want, then we will do that.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
So you said you're moored South Walsham Broad, you said?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we're ideally located. We always have to go down Fleet Dyke because that's the only way we can get on South Walsham Broad. But onto the Bure, so we can either go. We come straight out where St Benet's Abbey is. We can either go left and head towards Horning and Wroxham and Salhouse, or go right to Acle, Potter High and Womack, that sort of way.
Wow.
And do you have a favourite Broad or a favourite route, Pam, that you're allowed to share with us?
Yeah, well, I love South Walsham Broad. As a child, that was always somewhere that we used to come and moor up. You can't moor up actually on the Broad. You would drop your mud weight. So that's a completely different kind of experience. And as a child, that was always one of my favourite stops when we were on holiday. But actually, generally, the average time that we go out for is 3 or 4 hours. And we will generally go through Horning, see the beautiful riverside properties, and then go up onto Black Horse Broad, which is just the other side of Horning, and it's a private broad, so it's not open all year round. And you enter it by an open gate, which is a little bit, when you're on a boat, it's a little bit different. But it's beautiful. That's where we do our sunset cruises, hopefully when the sun's setting in the distance. But there's a few houses that obviously back onto that broad. And it's probably not one of the popular broads because there's nothing there. People tend to maybe come and stop for lunch or something, but I don't know, there's just something about that broad that always makes me smile. No matter when we go on it, what time of year, it's always beautiful. I really like the entrance, going through the gate. You kind of go through a very narrow little bit with trees either side, and then it opens up, and it's always a bit of a breathtaking moment when you see the board when you go onto it. And Horning Sailing Club do races there on a Sunday, so there's often things going on. So it can be quite busy, but that's one of my favourite. And I suppose the fact that it's not open all year round kind of makes it a little bit more unique.
Yeah, a little bit special. Oh, that sounds lovely. Yeah. Do you do your cruises 7 days a week, Pam?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, and people, how do people book?
Yeah, how do people find out more about Broad & Charters if they wanted to have a look at your cruises and book on?
So we've got a website, which is www.broadandcharters.com. We have a live availability calendar on there, so you can see when we're available, and you can book direct from there. You can see details of what the boat's about, so there is a video tour of the boat on there, and there's our onboard menu for food and for drinks and any special extras such as captain's hats and children's fun pack, and also details of all our themed cruises, so our sunset cruises, our bubbles cruises, the wellbeing cruises like we've mentioned, all the details are on there.
Fabulous.
Lovely.
And how many people can you get on board, as it were? What's the sort of maximum party size?
We can take a maximum of 8 passengers.
Okay. And is there a minimum? Is there a sort of minimum age limit for?
No. There is no minimum or maximum age. Obviously, some people may struggle getting on, and we'll do our best to help them. Mobility issues, you've got to be able to step onto the boat and maybe up and down a step to get into our cockpit. That's why we have the video tour on the website, so people can actually see for themselves. And if people are a bit reticent about whether or not maybe Grandad's going to be able to get on board, we're more than welcome to show them the boat before they actually book, just so that they're okay with it.
say like today, what happens if there's a little bit of rain?
Not a problem at all. We were out yesterday and we had rain all day, unfortunately.
It being England.
We had the cockpit, we had part of it open just for COVID, but the people on board yesterday had never been on the Broads before, so it was a completely new experience for them. And they actually said when they stepped off that it didn't make any difference to them that it had been raining. They still enjoyed it. They'd still seen the sights. And said that they're going to book again, so I can't really say fairer than that.
Yeah, there you
what
go.
I will do, generally, what I'll do is I'll check the weather forecast, and if we've got a booking and it looks like it's a particularly grotty day, I will offer an alternative date for people. Obviously, it's far nicer if you can get out on deck and be sat outside in the sunshine. But if there's a special day and that's the day that you want to go, then we will go, except in 20 mile an hour winds. We don't go out. We've got to keep everybody safe.
Of course, yeah.
But any other time, we'll happily transfer the date if somebody wants us to do that.
Wow! And did you say, Pam, that you're usually the skipper on the boat?
Yes, I am.
Does that mean, now, excuse my ignorance of boating terms, does that mean you drive it?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
yes.
So you came to the Broads on holiday when you were young, and have you always loved water and boats? Has it been a thing since you were a child?
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably coming here on holiday, the days before the internet, this place was always a special place to me. We came every year on holiday. In fact, I never wanted to go anywhere else. It was always the boat and the Broads. And I was lucky that my parents allowed me to do that. And we had lots of family holidays here. And even as a child, I wanted to drive the boat. And I remember probably being about 15, 16, and I did the majority of the driving then. It's just my thing, really. I love driving the boat. I love being on the river.
Oh, that's
fantastic. Get a few comments, mainly obviously from men when they get on, women driver, but when you kind of reversed it into the mooring spot, which is quite tight, they kind of go, "Oh, you can drive."
Yeah, you give a little smug smile, I bet.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I love that. Oh, what a wonderful way to make a living though as well, doing something you love that much. That's fantastic. Yeah. You're very lucky.
If you'd have told me as a child that this is what I would have been doing, I couldn't, probably wait to get into my 40s to be doing it. But yeah, I'm incredibly lucky. It's an amazing way to earn a living. I love all things boats and the Broads. I'm a true, I'm from Yorkshire originally, but I'm a true Broads girl, and I just love showing people what we've got to offer. It's an amazing place.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
And there's nothing better than showing it off to people that have never been before. We get a lot of people that come from out of area that don't know what the Broads has to offer, but equally we've got a lot of locals that haven't been on the Broads or done it properly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Certainly not in the style that you're discussing. taking out a day boat, but certainly nothing as luxurious as Norfolk time. I was going to ask you that, actually.
We're the most glamorous day boat on the Norfolk Broads.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking at a picture of your boat now, and it just sort of strikes in my mind. You know the kind of videos you used to see on MTV of the really big fancy boats? That's all I'm imagining. We haven't got the weather for it all year round, but that's what I'm imagining. But I was going to ask you that because we spoke to Lee from Norfolk Paddleboards a few episodes ago, and he said that it's amazing how few locals take advantage of the fact that we're based around rivers and broads here in Norfolk. Yeah. And I was going to say to you, what's the sort of split? Is it mostly tourists on holiday that come to cruise with you, or is there a lot of locals that do it from Norwich or Norfolk, or is it a bit of both? What would you say?
I would say it's a bit of both, but if I had to on one side, I think it's more locals that are tending to book with us. I think they're looking for doing something special with us, or they're looking for a way to celebrate a special occasion. And maybe they've done the day boat hire, maybe they've been on a big trip boat, maybe they've been on a holiday hire boat. You know, they're looking for something different. And I think we're getting more local people than people from abroad, from you know, from outside of the city. But I think I would say that out of those people that are local, there's probably half of them that have never done the Broads before.
Okay, yeah.
That's really interesting.
It really is, isn't it? It's fabulous that they can.
I don't feel I've explored the Broads or even the river as much as someone who was born in Norwich and grew up in Norfolk. I don't think we've taken full advantage of the Broads and that area as well. It's so funny, isn't it, that you don't always explore what's on your doorstep.
Absolutely. I think people, you know, generally will travel away because then they feel that they've been away for the day or for a week or whatever. But actually, I mean, I live in Houghton and, you know, it's a bustling little town, obviously, Roy's of Wroxham and what have you, and this is where everybody kind of congregates for day boat hire and everything. But actually, you can be 5 minutes downriver and you are completely away from that hustle and bustle.
Yeah,
lovely.
Such a magical place.
So true, isn't it? We had to go, as I say, on the paddle boards, and it's just being on water and in water is something so. It's like a full body feeling, isn't it? I can understand why you love it so much. Yeah, there is something called blue water theory, which, you know, it's tried and tested that it does make you more relaxed. And this, you know, this theory has kind of proved it. And I just have to step on the boat. I don't actually have to leave the mooring, and it just chills me out.
Oh,
lovely,
fabulous,
wonderful.
fabulous. Now, Pam, I have to ask. Obviously, a resident of the Broads, and obviously, you spend a lot of time on the cruising along the Broads. I hear there's a rumour of an ice cream boat. Is this correct?
Have you ever heard of an ice cream boat?
It is correct, but there's actually two.
Ooh. Oh, even better.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you do the correct route, you could have two ice creams, start and finish.
How fabulous! And are they literally like sort of the boat equivalent of an ice cream van? Is that the sort of thing?
So they're boats. There's one in Wroxham, which tends to be near Salhouse Broads.
Okay.
And that's a little red boat with an ice cream cone on the front. And when you get past Horning, from Horning up to St Bennett's and on to South Walsham, there's a little pink boat who will come alongside you while you're on the river and serve you your ice cream. He's even got the Ice Cream Man tune playing.
Oh wow, that's so cool!
It's amazing.
How novel!
Well, that's great, isn't it?
That's wonderful.
They've even got contactless payment as well.
Oh wow, how very modern! No, wow. There's no excuse not to get an ice cream then.
Absolutely.
What would you say if there was sort of one thing you could tell us about Broad and Charters and about the cruise and that sort of thing? I suppose your favourite thing. You've spoken about your favourite Broad, but your favourite thing. What would you say to us? You know, to really kind of, if we were sort of thinking about going on one of your cruises on Norfolk Time or visiting the Broads, what could you tell us to really kind of tip it? Do you think?
It is just that it's completely unique. It is a completely different way to spend a few hours, you know, to have your family and friends with you and to be cruising and just relaxing. You know, I think the Broads is an incredible, unique place to experience, and to just be on the river, chilling out, being weighted on hand and foot, and being on an amazing looking boat. You know, it's definitely the way to go.
I think, you sold it to me. Just being weighted on hand and foot, to be honest with you. Nothing, you had me at that. Lovely.
And obviously being a podcast, this kind of an episode or season about a summer in Norfolk, what is your favourite thing about a Norfolk summer?
The big skies. You cannot beat a big Norfolk sky, and when I maybe post on our social media about, here we go, look at our amazing Norfolk sky. Why is it so different here to anywhere else? But it truly is.
Yeah.
There is some amazing, big blue skies in the summer.
Yeah.
Even in the winter, actually, like we said about the winter cruises, there's nowhere better on a bright, crisp day. But just seeing the landscape and then the huge sky, there's just something about the whole place, really. But yeah, big Norfolk sky is the thing that does it for me.
Good answer, I think.
Yeah.
When you are not cruising the Broads, or when you're not skippering Norfolk time, are there any places or things to do in Norfolk that you particularly like doing, Pam?
I like going to Seapooling Beach, actually. I find that is obviously there's water involved again, isn't there? There always seems to be water involved with me. But it's a beautiful beach. There's always a little section that you can get even on the busiest day. And it seems to be, a really safe place for the kids to go and look around in the water as well. And, even in the winter, I'll often go and take the dog and walk the length of the beach. And, I like going to see Pauline.
Nice. Yeah, I think is it a blue flag beach? I think it's a blue flag beach.
I think it is,
actually.
and obviously a lifeguard
might
beach.
Be right.
Yeah, definitely. It's an absolute fabulous beach. We're hoping to get over there this summer as well, aren't we?
Yes, if the weather improves. We're hoping to have a few beach days if the weather obeys. Otherwise, it'll just be a walk along the beach.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. No, like you say, the sea air, the sound of the water, you can't go. We like winter walks on the beach as well. Thanks ever so much for your time today, Pam. That's been brilliant. It's really good to hear a little bit more.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh, bless you.
No worries.
It's been great to hear a bit more about you and what you do, and also your passion for the Broads, which absolutely is, is really evident, I think, and clearly a reason why what you're doing is so successful and popular.
Oh, thank you.
So we wish you a very good Norfolk summer.
Yes.
I hope it is as busy as you would like it to be, and I hope you also get some downtime, perhaps some walks at Seapooling as well.
Absolutely.
And we'll speak with you again soon.
Yeah, lovely to speak with you, Pam.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers, Pam. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That was really lovely speaking to Pam, wasn't it?
Yeah, she is so passionate about the Broads and boating, isn't she? It's amazing. She's literally living her dream. I love that.
I know, and how lucky.
Absolutely.
To be on the Broads, doing that job.
Oh, definitely. And also, I know, wonderful office that is really, isn't it? Norfolk. But also, how fabulous. I think actually it's a really good alternative to like conventional celebrations. If you've got a big day coming up, you might normally go out for a meal or something like that. But for basically the same price, you could hire out Norfolk time and all go on a cruise with a skipper and a crew and food and drink. And just really
wonderful.
memorable. Yeah, fabulous experience. I love that. So before we go, I promised you I had a couple of anecdotes about the Broads. So they're all from the same person. So she, funny enough, she actually lives in Barbados now. So one of our more further flung followers, growing vegetables and breeding fish, and it's Tracy Lynch. And I was speaking to her on via Instagram this morning, and she was happy for me to share these stories. So she told me that they went on a family holiday when she was about 14 to the Norfolk Broads. She said we were all so excited because family holidays were rare and we'd never been on the Broads despite living close by. A couple of days into our trip, my mum brought a book called Ghosts of the Norfolk Broads. She couldn't put it down and eagerly read snippets to my sister and her husband who'd accompanied us on our holiday. One evening we stopped at a pub after a busy day boating and my mum, always a chatterbox, got chatting to an old man at the end of the bar next to a door. She came and sat down at the table and said, well, he was a fascinating old boy, and proceeded to tell us about him. My brother looked at Mum puzzled. What old boy? He asked. Well, the one I've been talking to all night, Mum she looked at each of us in turn, exasperated, and we all said the same thing, that she'd been standing at the bar alone and none of us had seen him. He went out of that door, Mum said, getting up and going towards it. My brother-in-law tried the door. It was locked. He couldn't have gone through here, he told Mum. It's locked. But he had his foot on the bottom of the door and pretended it wouldn't open. And then they all burst out laughing. And apparently she was beginning to think she really had been talking to a ghost after a week of reading all about them. So
Excellent.
That's really funny. That
really
made me
good.
laugh a lot. We'd love to hear your feedback about the episodes or any of your Norfolk memories and also experiences and also plans you've got for this summer, because we want you all to have a really super Norfolk summer, both the visitors to the county, the people that live in the county, and also our great businesses, because it's been such a really horrible time this past 18 months. We want this summer to be a really optimistic and positive one. So do get in touch via our website, enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, or as Tracy did, via any of our social media posts or messages. We read them all.
We do.
We try, and we always reply in some form or another, and we do genuinely really love to hear them.
Definitely.
I hope that's sort of, pun intended, whet your appetite. no H for the Norfolk Broads. We're definitely going to see if we can explore and enjoy the Norfolk Broads a little bit more over the coming months, and we certainly invite you guys to as well. We will be back soon with more Norfolk-related chat.
Oh, yes.
In the meantime, stay well, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.